Hello, my amazing people. How na they? I'm so glad to join you guys once again. Okay, so right now, before I go to the details about the stories that we have for you today, I want to say I want to wish all Nigerians, a beautiful, happy Independence Day. I hope you guys be able to have some fun and enjoy yourselves. Okay, so straight to the rumor that we are hearing right now from the Ooni of Ife's palace is that among the wives that are going to come into the palace, as we were told by no other person by Ooni himself, we are hearing that two of these new Olories will be virgins. Okay, you recall that now Queen Naomi herself, at the time she was being married, she was married as a virgin. Okay, so it's not a new thing with the Ooni of Ife. Now, the report alleges that Ooni of Ife went out of his way to make this choice in furtherance of his avowed penchant to demystify Queen Naomi's somewhat and enigmatic aura, which in his opinion is influenced by Queen Naomi's virginity at the point of marriage. I'm trying to understand what I'm trying to say here. People are saying that he came up with this idea of including two virgins in this whole arrangement because he feels like this Queen Naomi aura that is so strong was influenced by the fact that she was a virgin. That's why she's so enigmatic and very powerful. So to him, this will now sort of replace that energy. But how this will go, we don't know. So it was further alleged that the desire to prove another point to Queen Naomi is the very reason he went for the virgins, like her. He plans to subject one of them to the same amount of rituals that Queen Naomi went through. This is what we are hearing at the moment. So, in this thinking, once the virgin undergoes that same ritual as Queen Naomi, she then has, in his opinion, you know, replaced Queen Naomi. But how does this? The logic to this reasoning is unfathomable and somewhat anachronistic. If this story is true, the question would be how can our great Kabiesi be the one, be this condescending? Because I see this as condescending. You can't always be trying to do things just to prove something to someone. You need to just move on. That's what I think. I'm saying this because it looks delusional for anyone to conceive this skewed notion that an individual can be used to replace another and get same results. Honestly, because to me, no two people are the same. That's how God made it. So let's move away from this fallacy. No one can be used to replace anyone. No one. We don't know how KBAC arrived at this disposition because we are having, we are hearing that none of the palace chiefs, I'm talking of the main, the big chiefs in the palace, none of them believes in this virgin matter, especially the erroneous belief that their arrival will not only usher peace, but replace Queen Naomi's aura and energy. This is surprising. Whoever planted this idea in the Ooni of Ife's head, I think has not done him any good. It is even rumored that other Oloris who were present during the announcement could not show or express. Okay, I'll be right back, please. So sorry for that noise there. People, I had a knock on the door, so I had to attend to them. Okay, so sorry about that. So back to what I was saying. I was saying that look, whether he's going to have two virgins or not, there's no way those virgins can ever be used to replace Queen Naomi. It's not going to be possible because even in creation, no two people, not even twins, are no matter how identical they are the same in terms of their individuality. It's not possible. So it is rumored that other Oloris who were present during the announcement of that matter, could not show or express their true emotions. And the reason is not far fetched because you can't show emotion at a place like that. Okay, because you are expected to, maintain decorum, and just keep up a very bright face. But we are hearing that most of them weren't happy, And that as soon as they left that place, they started, showing their true feelings. So but don't forget that there's no way a wife will hear that kind of announcement that she is going to take it so cool. So the fact that they didn't express that dissatisfaction or state of happiness, it doesn't in any way negative that clear situation that they don't like what the Oni just said. Okay, so but of course this is expected, because obviously no one would like to share their husband. So, despite these first smiling faces that we all saw, which actually is in tandem with cultural ethos demands, it was said that Queen Toby's expression throughout that meeting was enough evidence that something was not right after all. I'm sure you guys who had privilege of seeing that video will see that Olori Toby wasn't that happy. Maybe this is just the way she is always. Because come to think of it, has there ever been a time that you find Queen Toby extremely happy, even when she dedicated the twins? Apart from maybe just one or two occasions, generally, I mean, she's just there. And she gives you this vibe like she carries the image of somebody who has something that is troubling her, something that is bothering her. That is the image I saw on the day that Ooni Of Ife was, giving them this news. Okay, so we also had Oni quest for the quest to constantly embarrass with Naomi is the main driving force behind this latest action. Well, but it was still this same desire to usher in this same desire that he has always had. I agree that the Instagram thing wasn't that right because I think the naivety in Queen Naomi at that time was one of the reasons why she did that. There could have been better ways to have handled her moving away from the palace at that time, but it is what it is. It has happened. But if you are now saying that you continue to like pay back or embarrass someone because of that post that happened some years ago, it means you are condescending for me as far as I'm concerned because you are supposed to have moved on. Okay, so the question I'm asking now is if at that time these six wives, came in, it was meant to address that void, that gap that Queen Naomi purportedly created. If you are saying you are bringing six wives at the same time, and you have told the world that these wives are beautiful, they are pretty, they have something upstairs, blah blah blah, and the six wives still couldn't, you know, you know, cover that void that you brought them to cover. So the question now is, now that you want to bring more wives now, how are you sure that these new wives, together with the six previous ones, how are you sure that they can all, cover this void? You know. So if this is so, if you are saying you want to create a void, so what it means, what you are saying indirectly is that the six wives you've married have failed you because the intention of bringing them, the purpose, has not been achieved, as far as I'm concerned. So for how long will you continue to gather? How many more women are you going to gather because you want to prove a point to this innocent woman? How many more? Okay? I said it before and I will say it again. Queen Naomi is irreplaceable, period. Without apology, I'm saying this because even in creation, God has not made two people to be the same. So to that extent, I repeat, Queen Naomi is irreplaceable. Queen Naomi is no, I mean, Queen Naomi is, I mean, is just Queen Naomi. As far as I'm concerned, Queen Naomi is Queen Naomi. And no multitude of wives can ever replace the grace that she carries. Everyone can attest to this. The earlier our dear Oni, the earlier our dear Kabiesi realizes this, the better for him and all those who are foiling this unrealistic quest to demystify Queen Naomi. So this is what we are hearing at this time. And I felt like, I had to bring this news here so that every one of us will listen to it. And you see, that is why you see this life. It's not too good uh, um, to be too vengeful because if you are so vengeful and you are unforgiving, You keep making one mistake upon another, and all these things will take you nowhere. So I believe my own final take on this is our dear Kabiyesi is a big man, is the spiritual father of the Yoruba race, is someone I hold in very, very high esteem. I think if people are guarding him or advising him to go all out to embarrass this woman, that he should just be himself. He's the father to everyone. He should be himself, free this woman, let her go and live her life. After all, they share a son together. After all, I mean, they've once, shared their love together, So I'm just going to say, he should let things go, let this woman go, let her have her freedom without any inhibitations. Let her live her life to be able to take care of her businesses, but most importantly, take care of his son, Tadenikao. So I'm going to leave it here. I don't know what you think about this development. So in the days ahead, there are going to be more. We'll give you more news as it regards these wives that are coming. Like I keep telling you guys, I don't live in a palace. I'm not related to the Ooni Of Ife in any way. I don't even have close friends who live in that place. But the thing is, when this news is coming up and more update is coming out about these wives, where they come from, there has been rumor that some of them might come from outside the Yoruba land. I really don't know, but whatever it is, as they unfold, I will surely bring them to you. So this is it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, for subscribing to our channel. God bless you. Bye bye.